Is Michael Cohen being forced to turn the page on $500,000? President Trump's embattled lawyer apparently at risk of losing a very lucrative book deal over the growing legal mess regarding the porn star Stormy Daniels payment. Charlie Gasparino's been working this.
Charlie, I mean, we're going to have a full story on FoxBusiness.com. And listen, I like, a few times I met Michael Cohen. I actually like him. From what I understand, because I've been doing a lot of reporting on
Donnie Deutsch really likes him.
Yeah, I mean, Michael's a good family man. I mean, he comes across, he can be a real tough a-hole sometimes with reporters. But, he gets in your face and in protection of, I didn't use the whole word.
Okay, thank you.
But what I'm saying is in protection of Donald Trump, he can be a real tough guy. So I don't report these things because I like to. I take I get no joy out of this. But here's what we do know, that Michael Cohen did have I heard it was about a $500,000, around $500,000 book deal. That's a pretty good signing bonus with a conservative imprint of Hachette. I think it's called Center Street Books. This thing was crafted sometime in mid to late February. He was about to basically go out there and write this book about his time working for Donald Trump as his fixer, as his personal lawyer, and it was essentially going to be an interesting business book. And then the Stormy Daniels thing really heated up, and from what sources are telling the Fox Business Network is this thing is postponed probably indefinitely and possibly forever.
Well, do you think Hachette pulled it?
See, this is what we don't know. I'm just going to give you the sort of broad outlines of my reporting. Cohen has told people that he couldn't do it. He can't do it because of time and all the stuff that this is as his office is being raided. His business dealings that are being exposed, dealing with AT&T, Novartis, the same funneling money through the same account that he paid Stormy Daniels. He's obviously under investigation, criminal investigation. As all this was happening, he did say, "I don't have time to do this," and it's possibly off. He's told sources that I've spoken to directly, possibly for the foreseeable future and maybe forever. The other side of it that I've heard is that the White House had very big misgivings about him going out there and doing a book as this thing is roiling. And, there's a good chance Michael Cohen can be indicted. Okay, so this book is the best I can say.
Does it surprise you that a grand jury hasn't been convened?
I don't know. I don't know the details of this case. I can tell you that he has very capable counsel, a guy named Steve Murphy, I believe his name was Steve Ryan. Former federal prosecutor. This guy is no joke. You don't hire Steve Ryan just because you want to fix a parking ticket. This guy is the real thing, okay? And I think there's a general feeling among people close to Michael that he stands a good chance of getting indicted. Amid all this, the book deal was pulled, and it was a lucrative book deal. We should point out that Michael Cohen did not return numerous emails for comment. Hachette declined comment. His lawyer, Mr. Ryan, did not comment. But, amid all this stuff, and I'll tell you, I do have a full write-up on FoxBusiness.com that's coming. What it's like to be Michael Cohen right now from a business standpoint. He was described to me as vacillating between periods where he wants to fight back publicly, his lawyer's telling him not to, and periods of severe depression because this is one example of how his business has been hurt by all these disclosures that came out. So Michael Cohen, read it on FoxBusiness.com. I lay it out there. He had a book deal with Hachette, like Corey Lewandowski had one with another publisher. It's been pulled, probably for good, definitely indefinitely. And my story does give an inside look into what it's like being Michael Cohen and trying to, remain in business. I mean, from a personal standpoint, if you know him, and I talk to people that know him, this is very sad. His kids are upset. His wife is upset.
Well,
he's worrying how to make the next buck.
Maybe he's ready to say, "I'll tell you what you need me to tell you."
This is the Hobson's choice. Is it called the Hobson's choice? No good choice? Well, I think so. But this is the choice he has.
Okay.
If they indict him, he rats out the man that he loves and admires. That's part of this whole thing. And I have some great anecdotes in the Fox Business piece about that. Or he possibly goes to jail. And it was interesting when he first started pitching the book, the Stormy Daniels stuff came out, And people were worried about it then. You know, how does this hurt you, help you? He kind of laughed it off at first. And someone asked him, do you think Trump had sex with her? And, you know, he was adamant that he didn't think he would. He explained it this way. He said, according to one person who heard it, in these book meetings, he said, a Hollywood star maybe, an actress maybe, a pretty TV personality maybe, a model maybe, but not a porn star. And then made a gesture with his hands like this because made it sound like, because he wanted to say, okay, Donald, that kind of grosses Donald out. Well, he's a germaphobe.
If you're talking Hobson's choice, it's take the choice that's available or nothing at all.
Or nothing at all.
See.
Well,
Charlie,
we'll see what happens. It's on foxbusiness.com soon.
Okay, check it out. Charlie Gasparino, thank you very much.